But we're going to start with our Festival Winds under the direction of Janey, Akagha, and Jamee, Hale.
Hello. Oh, there we are. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. For me and all of our students on the stage here at Festival Winds, we're so grateful for your presence and your support. This first piece takes us into our theme of the concert, which is all that jazz. We started off with a rock and roll classic, Louie, which actually is a song about a homesick sailor who's missing his girl back home, and he's talking to his server, whose name is Louie. I was interested to learn that as we prepared this piece. Our next piece, we have to pay tribute to the legend, the king of jazz, if we're going to have a jazz concert. Louie, which actually, I didn't plan that Louie leads into Louis Armstrong. I'm actually going to ask you to guess what our next piece is titled. I'll give you some hints. At the time this piece was written, we were processing the Kennedy assassination, Vietnam War, racial tension, distress across the world. This piece was born out of that atmosphere. The lyrics talk about flowers blooming, the colors of the rainbow, children growing, friends shaking hands, saying, "How did you do?" Any guesses what it is? What a wonderful world. Great, good job. I presented that information to our students in one of our rehearsals. We watched Louie sing the piece. We talked about the climate of the world at the time. And I asked them, I said, does it feel like that's important, meaningful, genuine to have this piece of music, these lyrics written amongst that turmoil? And one really bright student responded and said, it's important to take a step back and see the wonderfulness in a not so wonderful world. I thought that was pretty remarkable to hear. So we hope you enjoy What a Wonderful World. I'd like to take a second to thank my friend and co-worker here for Festival Winds, which is Miss Jamie Hale. She's joined us this season for the first time, and her peaceful presence, skilled, masterful teaching has produced just so much student success. I'm so grateful for your partnership. Would you join me in thanking Miss Hale on tuba? I would be remiss to also program a jazz concert without allowing these students to experience swing, many of which for the first time. And if you're not a musician, swing is like you read something that you've always read one way, but you have to interpret it and perform it differently. So it's just a big brain bender. It's very difficult for young musicians to master. And these bright students mastered it in 6 rehearsals. I'm just so impressed with them. I hope you enjoy Hues of Blue. Monday nights are always just one of my favorite nights of the week. It's a real treat to get to come and just have fun, make music. That's what we do at Festival Winds. We're just people who enjoy making music and having fun together. I'm so proud of each of you, and I'm grateful for your dedication to us this season. Thank you so much for making Monday nights so wonderful and brilliant. Speaking of, I'm going to miss you so much for the summer, and I hope you'll be back. And for all of you who know of other blooming young musicians who might enjoy making music and having fun, come join us at Festival Winds next year. This ensemble does not have an audition to be a part of. You can just sign up, and the good news is you can sign up today if you go to okyomusic.org/festival-winds. The link is right there to sign up for our season, which will kick off next September. Our final piece is sure to get you out of your seats. This is called The Big Mambo. This comes from Mambo music and dance, which originated in Cuba in the 30s and 40s. Perez Prado was one of the major Mambo band leaders of the time. You might recognize Mambo No. 5. This is kind of based off of that piece and that style. You're gonna hear lots of percussion, Latin instruments, syncopated rhythms, a great ostinato. And we hope that this gift of music lifted your spirits as you enjoyed some jazz today. Thank you so much.